Welcome and good afternoon. Today is just an absolutely beautiful day outside. If you haven't gotten a chance to go out and enjoy the weather, enjoy the foliage, you can enjoy right here what we're able to see. This is just the back side of the senior center. And we're taking note of all of the different colors as the leaves are changing. And normally when we look outside the back, we might see the trees are green. And have you ever really stopped to see how many different shades of green there are in the trees? And I'm not sure if you can hear it through the video, but with the wind blowing, we can hear the leaves rustling in the trees. I can hear the animals be rustling in the woods behind, the birds. It's almost like a little squawking kind of bird out there. And the ambient noises of the trucks and the cars going by in the road behind. Maybe just picking a color, finding one tree that just calls out to you and noticing within that one tree how many different shades the leaves are. For instance, this orangish tree standing all alone, contrasting with the dark greens and the deep purples of that sugar maple back there. How narrow the tree is. Noticing in the breeze if its leaves are moving at all. And off in the distance, the big tree straight ahead, between the big branches, you can really see the leaves rustling. The blue jay just flew by overhead, over the picture. Notice also the contrast here where we have the long grasses that have been cut down. Well, it's been so dry. There's still sections that are green in the grass. And again, contrasting with this bright yellow tree. Looking off in the distance, we have some bird houses. And I don't know if you can see, but right in the center, there's a bright red, probably like a sumac, and how the leaves are just drooping and hanging down. Still how they pop, and the color pops against the greens and the yellows. And again, just scanning for the contrast. And also the contrast and the texture of the leaves. So some of these leaves and the branches, they look almost soft. I think there's a willow back there. And it looks very fine and delicate and dainty. And then over to the right, we have the leaves that have dried up a little. And you can imagine if you were to touch them, they would maybe be crunchy and coarse. And maybe you can even envision the scent of the leaves as they dried up, that earthy smell. Or maybe if there were pine, the smell of the pine needles. Maybe the musty smell of the woods. Maybe if you close your eyes, you can envision what that would smell like. And over here, there's a hemlock. Feeling the spiky textures of the needles, the dark green, almost looks black in areas, maybe a purple, maybe a blue. And the reds. And again, looking closer, I don't think I can zoom in. You can see even with one tree again, how there's so many different colors within that one tree. And maybe it starts from the tips and the outsides of the tree and it moves on in. So straight ahead, we have like a reddish tinge to the outside of the leaves, working in orange, yellow, and green. Again, in the back, the real contrast, that leaf back, the tree back there has lost most of its leaves. We just have the yellow contrast. And what you might think of as dying trees, just the beauty that they hold. So if you get a chance today, and maybe it's not today, maybe tomorrow, go ahead and venture outdoors. Maybe peek out your window and notice what's going on all around you. Open up a window. See if you can get that fresh fall scent coming on through. And just enjoy the beauty of fall.